82% of the students at the local middle school get suspended or expelled each school year.
Less than 45% pass the state educational standards.
Drug use and violence are a way of life.
More than 25% of the homes in the neighborhood are vacant.
Over 80% of the children in the neighborhood live below the poverty line.
And there is a need across cities all across the United States for people to get out of their comfort zone and just jump into the messiness there. And there's a need here in South Bend, your own community, where young men and women are saying, please come invest in my life, come be Jesus, and they're inviting that.
It's been fun to watch students come into this neighborhood thinking that they're going to serve the people of this neighborhood. And truly, we just watch it happen where their lives change.
Living in Kelly Park neighborhood is having kids coming over your house every day during the summer for popsicles and having dance parties in your living room. Going to Kelly Park Church is like right up the street. It's like living with your family. Kelly Park has become part of my family, and it's like what I consider my home.
We're scheduled to be a part of ministry for about 3 hours per week, and the ministry can look like a lot of various different ways. Basically, for tutoring, we just sit down with the kids. We also have a family-style dinner, and it's a really cool way to kind of get to know where they come from, their families, their backgrounds, and it's a really interesting way to develop a relationship with them.
Hi, my name is Liz Mert, and I'm in the UME program. Okay, so one time I came into church, and there's this little girl. She's about 5 years old, and she just is really open to any of us. She just wants a lot of attention, and she loves to spend time with us. So I was sitting down to start the service, and she just comes up and she wanted to sit with me. So I'm like, oh sure, you can sit with me. And we stood up to do worship, and she stood up and she wanted me to hold her. She's bigger because she's 5 years old already. So I picked her up. I'm thinking like, oh man, I don't know if I can hold her the whole time. I'm like, I'll hold her as long as I can. So I'm holding on to her. And she just puts her cheek right up against my cheek. She didn't even lay her head on my shoulder. She just puts her cheek on my cheek. And she just sat there. And the song started, and we were singing, and she didn't have any idea what the words were, and I'm sure she couldn't really read that well from the screen. And so she was just kind of singing her own words with the notes that, like, along with me as she could. And it was just the sweetest moment. I just thought, like, she trusts me so much, and she just loves this moment.
We also have Crew, which happens once a week at Kelly Park Church, and that's kind of a youth group for the kids in the area. And really it's like a youth group that a lot of kids from Bethel would grow up in, but it's also very different, just a totally different atmosphere. There's a lot of energy in it. We have a lot of boys jumping around. Hi, my name is Bess Lyons, and I'm in the UME program. I've gotten along really well with some of the high schoolers, and I just really enjoy hanging out with them and just being goofy and being myself with them, and just realizing that even though we come from different backgrounds, we can still be just as good friends, and we can still goof around and be girls together and watch movies and talk about life. They may have a rough time in school and get in fights all the time, but still they just long for that love and that companionship. And so it's just been really great to be able to love on them and just really build relationships with the kids in the neighborhood. ISI, we have ministry through mentoring, and so you get paired up with one teen from the neighborhood, and you just try to do as much as you can with them, be involved in their life, help them with either homework they have, struggles at home, and that's really great. You usually get to see them about once a week at ISI. We have that here at Allie and Corey's house, and we usually come and just have a meal together, family style, all of us around the table, which can be kind of crazy sometimes. There's about 20 of us at one table passing things for tacos or breakfast for dinner.
Hi, my name is Tanisha and I live in Keller Park. Every year my son has had a Bethel mentor which checks in on him, makes sure his homework's being done. They take him to outings like basketball games. what goes on at ISI is they help to reiterate things that I have going or I'm trying to teach them at home, some reinforcement. They help them with their homework. They reinforce the Bible, which is we're a church-going family, so they pick up some Bible time, and they are really close and within walking distance for the kids to be able to interact with them, so that actually helps out a lot.
My favorite part of ISI is like Real Talk and Second Saturday, because first, Real Talk, you know, we can talk about anything. Like if if Corey say something, and when he say it, have you ever had like inner conversations like you don't want to talk about, and you can just let it out anytime you want to, like not keep it back.
Favorite part is having a mentor, because you have somebody that you can go to anytime you want and talk about anything.
Well, when my mentor Luke took us to the Croc, it's pretty fun to be, play on the same team as him, especially when we play basketball, and we joke around a lot.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah, especially we talk about sports a lot.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I like about my mentor. He's like the same college from Michigan. Just pointing it out.
Hi, I'm Katie Barabas, and I'm in the UME program. It's impacted me in a lot of ways. It's definitely changed my perspective about how to live. And as a senior, leaving Bethel after this year, it's definitely helped me transition into living on my own, which has been a great experience, but has also been a challenge. You are in a neighborhood and you have neighbors, and it's not just your life, it's your life plus the people around you and how what you do impacts them as well. It's been amazing. I mean, there are times when the girls in the neighborhood come over and it's a great experience. We spend time together, we have dance parties, we look like fools trying to dance like they do because they're way better at it. But then there are other times when they misbehave and you have to lay down that law.
Yes, we meet with our urban mentors, Corey and Allie, about twice a week, and we basically just talk life with them and see how we're doing and how we're processing things. And it's a really cool way to just have them by our side, and we really look up to them, and it's really cool to just get advice from them. And we love that they're doing life with us and walking by our side.
We're required to take the UME class, which is once a week for an hour. But we talk about race, poverty, community development, justice, things like that. And to be honest, before I started UME, I didn't really have an interest in those type of things. I was just like, community development, I'm gonna be a nurse. Oh, what are you gonna do? But being in the class has really opened my eyes up to how important that is to God, and just justice, and like caring for orphans and widows. And like in Keller Park, that's exactly what you're doing.
I would love to see Bethel students come out to Keller Park neighborhood and be involved in the various ministries we have here. I just challenge you as students, from us as someone who've lived here for about 5 years now, to consider and prayerfully consider being a part of what's happening and the work that God is doing in Keller Park neighborhood.